Good afternoon and welcome to Houston Real Estate Today. I'm your host, Steve Levine, publisher of Real Estate Executive Magazine and Builder Architect Magazines, and my pleasure to host this show each and every week, this being our 31st broadcast. And with me in the station is my buddy, Renee Sabatero of the Urban
Steve, how are
Financial,
you?
and our title sponsor and good friend, and Miss Heidi Albritton, my country estates home specialist. And we're going to talk about what's happened in Brazoria County as well as the market. We'll talk a little bit about building on your own lot. And she brought a good friend of hers, Mark Dale, today with Schumacher Homes. We finally snagged you in on the show today. He had attempt a couple of weeks ago, and it'd be a pleasure to have him talk about building on your lot and some of the great things that Schumacher's doing and where they're building. And then we're going to have a update with Renee on mortgage financing and FHA and one-time close.
One-time construction costs.
There you go. So we got a lot of great subjects, and always my favorite subject is what's happening in the real estate market today. And you have to remember when you hear a lot on the media about the national market, you don't go to the national weather map and see what's happening in New York or Chicago for the weather in Houston. You check out what's going on in the Houston market. You can't paint the real estate market with the broad stroke of what's happening in the rest of the nation. And Houston and real estate is very much a local market. You really have to talk to the experts on what's happening today with people actually doing it, not reporters and not consultants. These are actually real estate people doing it in the market, and they'll give you an update on where we stand. And only on this show will you hear as many voices as we've had in 31 separate broadcasts. Different realtors, different builders, different developers, and only one mortgage voice. That's our sponsor, Renee Sabatero with Urban. And we are so pleased to have back one of my very favorite realtors. She can be a regular on the show, Miss Heidi Albritton with Keller Williams Pearland. And Heidi loves real estate, and she has owned and operated numerous businesses and loves the challenge, but real estate combines the people and the finances and the real estate, making challenges even greater. And for her, she makes it look easy overcoming those challenges. So definitely somebody you want to call for your real estate needs. This is Heidi's third visit on the show, and her specialty is country estates in Brazoria County, and we're going to get right into it. So, Heidi, tell me what's happening in the Houston market today.
Oh, it's very exciting to see what's going on in Houston. I want to share with everybody the new Houston rankings on what the market is doing, because it is it's very good. We are not in the I guess recession type that everybody is talking about with housing. We're growing, and we are on the way to just being the number one market in the country. So, but Houston rankings are we are number one now in the lowest cost of living, and we are also for the most affordable housing and for job growth. And I think that just right there tells you what the Houston market's doing. I feel the market is great.
We've talked a lot about this on this show about Houston has certainly taken some of its hits with mortgage meltdown and credit crisis, but we've got so much going on and so many benefits, and one of the top markets for growth, as you said, and for employment and new housing starts and great product. You just can't overlook that. And very much investors are taking a close look at Houston and investing in real estate. It's a very simple formula. We've talked about this before. You buy in a buyer's market and you sell in a seller's market. And this is very much a buyer's market, but sellers have a great opportunity when buyers want to buy. So you've got to keep that in consideration. Well, I've heard some exciting things happen down there in Brazoria County. Tell me what's going on in Brazoria.
Brazoria County is a great place to live. A lot of things are happening. Of course, we have Pearland, which is just booming. Highway 288 is also just going crazy. There is a lot of growth, a lot of excitement happening. Pearland is got some new things happening. We've got a water lights district that's coming to Pearland right on 288 in the Beltway. And we've just got some new shopping, some malls coming in, and we're just very excited to see the growth that's happening in Brazoria County.
Is the Water Lights, is that the new mixed-use community where there's retail and residential all
Yes.
combined in one?
Yes.
Consumers like that. We've talked about that a couple times on the show, that people want to move back to a downtown kind of area, and they move to the suburbs, and the suburbs of the suburbs, and the suburbs of the suburbs, and didn't realize they'll be spending 3 or 4 hours in the car every day commuting from work to home. So these mixed-use communities like Town Center in Sugarland and City Center over in the Town and Country Mall area. There's quite a few, but what do you know about that new community? About who's going to be building there, or who's got stores there? Do you know much about that?
Well, we've got a lot of different things going on. There's going to be a business park. There's going to be a technology center going in there. There's just high-rise going in. I think there's apartments. There's going to be residential, commercial. And the exciting thing that I see is that we are bringing the midtown of Houston to Pearland.
Finally.
So, finally, exactly. And the things that are so exciting about being in midtown, in the museum district, are going to be the things that are going to be out in Pearland.
So more of a cultural and recreational center than it has been, with great shopping and great entertainment, as it should be. That 288 corridor continues to bring people from downtown and midtown and all over town.
Well, and I think a lot of people don't realize how close Pearland is to the medical center, downtown. It is only minutes away. And, I just think Pearland is going to be the next place to be. Well, I believe Brazoria County is going to be the next place.
It's definitely a hot area.
It
It's
is.
white hot. I love when you come on the show to share with us about that. I know you've got great community. Magnolia Bend is one of your favorites. Yeah, tell everybody a little more about Magnolia Bend and some of the attributes moving there.
Well, I am just excited to share with a new development that we have. It's a country development out in Iowa Colony, which is just south of Pearland. And so we have 1 acre lots, 55 1-acre lots that we're doing. That's starting with phase 1. And I have a great builder here, Schumacher Homes. And we are putting together packages, land packages, and we have a wonderful opportunity to build your custom home out in Iowa Colony. And it's just minutes away again from downtown, and it's going to be very close to the new Water Lights District and the shopping and all of that.
So for those that want to move from congested areas and want to live close to a mixed-use community or all the great shopping and businesses, but have that country feel, that country estate. I mean, a lot of us looking for luxury homes, we want it to be, we want to go back to the old simple life. We leave doors open and not have neighbors right on top of you, and where you can hear them turn their electric lights on next door and such. So the lure of the country estates, I know that's your specialty, really is something that a great percentage of the market is looking for. I know you work with a lot of relocating consumers to find them country estates and property, and work with some great builders like Schumacher. Tell me, how would someone get to Magnolia Bend area? What some directions there?
288, and you're going to go south, past 518, past the Pearland exit, and past Highway 6, and about 2 miles south of there is County Road 63. And you would turn left on County Road 63 and follow the signs out to Magnolia Bend.
Great. A lot of development going there. Would you start to pick up some construction? Great. And what's the smallest lot size again?
We have 1-acre lots. They're all 1 acre or a little over 1 acre.
Great. It'd be a great time to buy one and build and buy one to hold.
Absolutely.
Great investment opportunity now for those with the right credit and credit scores in order. We'll talk to Renee about that. One of your favorite lenders, I know.
Yes.
With Urban Financial, and he's brought his buddy Corey DiBaradino with him, who's usually on the show with you, but Renee hasn't been on in a while, so he's taking all the mic time, which is fine with Corey. So
well, and I just want to have Renee and Corey explain to the buyers out there what they can do for a loan pack or a land and home, and the packages, because I think they need to be educated on. It's an easier process than I think
absolutely
they think it is. So.
Well, good. Well, we're going to talk to him about that today in the third
Sure.
segment. I know you've been busy picking up some listings in the last
I
couple of weeks. You
have,
got
I
some great
have.
listings. Anyone you want to tell us about?
Well, I've got a few.
Good.
I've got a beautiful custom home on 2.5 acres,
Wow.
right out in Rocheron, and that one's $249,900. I've got a 5 acre with a beautiful 1,600 square foot home, and a barn and tack room, and that one's $214,000, and that one is in Angleton. And I've just got anything you'd want for country living. I've got some land, I've got commercial land, I've got residential, and anything you'd want country, I can find it. If I don't list it, I'll find it for you.
If you don't have it, you'll find it.
Exactly.
Well, you're a country girl at heart, and I know you've got horses
Four horses.
and lots of animals, and it's hard to find that place midtown or in downtown where you can bring your horses out there. But that listing with the tack room, how many horses will that accommodate?
Oh, I think it's got 4 stalls in it.
4 stalls,
Mhm.
excellent. And are any of these vacant and ready to sell?
No, these are all occupied.
Okay.
They're all occupied, but we can get you in there as soon as we possibly can and get your horses in. I mean, they're all move-in ready, and that's what horse people are looking for. They want to be able to just move their horses in.
Now, when someone comes to you and they're looking for a new home or a country estate, would you recommend they build one, or should they or buy an existing home?
It's what they're looking for, listening for their needs and finding. I have a client that was very specific on what she wanted and what she needs to build, because it's going to be harder for her to find that. And then some people, like the horse people that we are, we like the barn, and the house doesn't really matter. So they want a nice big barn, and the house,
A barn
a
that
simple
comes with the
house.
house and not the other way around.
Exactly. So it just depends on listening to their needs, what they're wanting, and that, I think, is the most important thing. And if there's something out there that we can't find for them, then I think that they need to hire Schumacher Homes and have it built.
There you go. Exactly. We're going to talk a lot about the build on your lot. I know you're helping more consumers do just that. Is find that great piece of property, and then find the builder that will build you that dream home exactly the way you want it, and at the right price, and help you through all the steps. I would find that building on your lot would be a little overwhelming for me, but I know Schumacher makes it look easy, and they're your consultants all the way through. We're going to talk to Mark in our second segment, and so.
But I think also, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Okay.
I think it's just so important that you have a good real estate agent to help you find the property. You have a great lender that can put the packages together, and you have a great builder. And it shouldn't be overwhelming. They should be doing everything for you. And that's where we can all come in and help them. With Urban Financial and Schumacher Homes and myself, we can help them build their dream home without, there's going to be some stress, but maybe without too much stress.
Well, a lot of consumers think they're saving time or saving money, and they want to use what little expertise they have to put together their own deal, but they're really not. Unless you're in this business and understand it the way a realtor or a professional builder does, there's a lot of places where you can stumble and fall, and you don't need to come back later and say, man, I wished I had known this, or I wish I'd known that. And we all like to think that we know a lot about real estate because we've lived in a home before, but there's a lot to the transaction. And these are certainly murky waters that we're in the real estate market today, and they really need the right guidance to get them through. So I'm so glad you're on the show with us today, Heidi. I look forward to having you back as our country estates specialist. And I think you're the right person. If you're looking for that country home or country piece of property and want to find the right builder to go with that, or buy an existing home, Heidi Albritton is dynamite. And we love having her here. Tell our listeners how they get a hold of you, Heidi.
Well, you can call me on my cell phone, 832-657-4185, or you can email me at hallbritton@kw.com.
That's a lot of letters. You better do that again.
hallbritton@kw.com. I am with Keller Williams in the Pearland office, so
Keller
just look up
great company.
Keller Williams in Pearland.
You're a great company and a great representative of that company. I'm so Again, so pleased you're here, and we're looking forward to talking to your guest and friend, Mark Daigle of Schumacher Homes, in our last segment. And we've got to go to break, but hopefully you'll stick around for in our last segment. We always get the best tips for a buyer or seller from each one of our guests. So you all don't want to go away. You want to stick around for the next section of Houston Real Estate Today. If you missed any part of the show so far, it'll be archived on our website, as all the shows are, at HoustonRealEstateToday.com. And I'm your host, Steve Levine. If you have any questions, email us at info@HoustonRealEstateToday.com, and we'll be right back after these messages.